Hey y'all, it's your boy John, and welcome to my private SPY headquarters. Why are we here? Because I'm going to be retiring only buying SPY in my retirement portfolios, and I'm going to show you why this makes sense and why I'm doing it. Again, not a financial advisor, literally the channel name.
Knowledge.
So what is SPY? SPY is an ETF that's 500 companies mushed together so you can own little shares of each of these 500 companies in one ETF. Now you have SPY and you also have VOO. So why is it my plan to only buy SPY? After doing some retirement reflection, I realized my retirement portfolio is just a mess. If we scroll in here, you can see I have some REITs, well, WPC. Some have done well, some have lost my money. And then I have a bunch of ETFs. I have IMCG. I don't remember what half these are except for QQQ, QYLD, SCHD, SPHD, and SPY, right? And some VOO. Why am I holding SPY and VOO? Back in COVID 2020, I thought, I need all these special ETFs. Some will outperform, some will do better. For simplicity's sake, I was just thinking, why not just buy SPY? I might be missing out on some upside from, let's say, small caps that might outperform in certain periods, but this isn't really something I want to actively manage. This is something I just want to buy and forget. So we need to think, is it possible to retire off just buying SPY given enough time? So I have a compound interest calculator, and there's a couple things we need to consider. And I'm only going to use a retirement fund, so we're going to have a limited cap we can invest per year. In America, we have the Roth IRA. That's what I have. And right now, in 2023, we can't donate more than $6,500 per year, $7,500 if you're over 50, but I'm not going to do all these complicated calculations. So let's say our cap is $6,500 that we could donate per year. So $6,500 divided by 12. So we could donate $541 basically per month. So in a compound interest calculator, let's see our initial investment. Let's say you're starting from scratch. You have $0 and our monthly contribution is $541. That's the $6,500 divided by 12, the cap we can do. And let's look at if we want to retire in 30 years. I'm 28 right now. If I can retire by 58, I enjoy working, so I don't need to retire early. But 30 years would be good, And then let's say the average stock market rate of 10%. Let's calculate this. You can see I'm going to have over $1 million only in my retirement fund. This is without a 401k. This is without an individual brokerage account. That's not tax advantage, right? This is only in a Roth. And for investing 30 years, putting away $541 a month. That's it, right? So it's super simple. If I even want to retire later, let's say in 35 years, let's see how much this grows to. Almost 2 mil, right? So I'll be 63 then in 35 years. I could have over $1,700,000. The question for me is it really worth it to do all this extra work to manage this portfolio, to find other stocks, other ETFs, to look into when I can literally just buy SPY and not worry about anything? Is it worth it all that time when the compound interest effect is going to take hold on my retirement portfolio? It might be worth it with my fund money, my individual account that I like playing with, but in my retirement portfolio, for me, it personally doesn't make sense to do all this extra work for maybe a little bit extra gain over the long run when it's not something I want to actively manage. I literally want to buy and hold and do nothing. That's all I want to do with my retirement portfolio. Now you may be wondering why SPY versus VOO. VOO is another S&P 500 ETF, and it actually has a lower expense ratio, which we can see. VOO has a 0.03% expense ratio, and SPY has a 0.09 expense ratio. So very similar. I am paying more with SPY. So why would I want to own SPY when there is a cheaper alternative in the long run? Because if I want to trade options, SPY is definitely a better option for that. I might just want to mess around with it when I'm older, maybe for fun, sell some covered calls. So SPY is definitely the better option, which is why I'm going to be buying SPY instead of VOO. So you can see I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm basically break even on all the stupid stocks I bought, all these random ETFs. I'm going to sell all these today, and I'm going to end up with just SPY holdings. That's it.
2 very boring minutes later.
And there we have it, guys. I just bought a buttload of SPY. Now, should you do this? Probably not. You might like some QQQ in your portfolio. You might like some SPHD, SCHD, whatever. You might like some SPY. You might like a little more diversification. But for me, for simplicity of my retirement portfolio, something I'm going to be holding for 30, 40 years and never going to touch, I just want one thing. I'm just going to buy. I'm just going to keep it simple and add every month like a good little boy and hold these diamond hands. So that's it for me. If you want to start wheeling ETFs like I am doing in a different portfolio, check out this video here. Peace.